What's up, guys? How are you? It is the Modern Christian Dudes podcast. My name is Jeremiah Johnson, coming at you. Here we go. Well, it's a little bit later this week because we are all suffering here in Southwest Missouri, not simply because of the weather, but because what was the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs have lost, and we're reeling. We don't know what to do with all of that because we wanted our Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs to win back-to-back Super Bowls. It did not happen. Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they took it, man. They're the Super Bowl champs now. They stole the crown from our guys. So anyway, Modern Christian Dudes talking news, sports, and God. What'd you guys think of the Super Bowl? Did you get your pick right? Were you happy? What did you think? And if you, again, are a Kansas City Chiefs fan, they got blown out. They got beat. There's nothing. It was definitely one of those games that you can't look back on and said, "Oh, we should have won that. If it would have been for that pass, or if that play would have changed, we would have won the Super Bowl." There's none of that. It's just simply the Kansas City Chiefs got spanked by Tom Brady and the crew, and it's over with. So there you go. Here's my thoughts, I guess. Okay, let me break it down for you guys. Number one, it's really hard to win a Super Bowl. It's just really hard to win a Super Bowl. Number two, it's hard to win back-to-back Super Bowls. Okay, so number one, it's hard enough. There's loads of guys that go a whole career without winning a Super Bowl, yet win back-to-back Super Bowls and they didn't have the fire that night, right? I mean, it didn't look like Mahomes. He had his toe injury. He's got to get surgery on, and some of their linemen were injured, and it was a disaster. It was a mess. At no point did they ever look like they were in it. No point did they ever look like they're going to win. So there you go. Kind of a boring Super Bowl, but congratulations to Tom Brady and the crew. They're the champs, and you got to give Tom Brady his due, his credit. He's the champ. He has more Super Bowls than any other player or franchise in history. So there you go. Modern Christian Dudes talking news, sports, and God. Again, I'm flying solo here today, guys. We've had some crazy weather conditions in Southwest Missouri, and so Funko Pop Greg Walden, he's at home stuck up and just things happening. Anyway, so I don't ever want to go a week without talking to all the Modern Christian Dudes all across the world. So let me do this one solo once again, and we'll get the crew back in there. So with that, in regards to thinking about our guy, Funko Pop Greg Walden, my first piece of news is this: the Guinness World Record for largest Funko Pop collection goes to Greg Walden. No, it does not. Bad news, Greg Walden. I want you to hear this, okay, buddy? Paul, we got this guy named, let me get back over here to my notes, Paul Scardino from Winchester City, Virginia, USA, has set the Guinness World Record for owning the largest collection of Funko Pop figurines, having started his collection in 2017. So that we have to determine when did Funko Pop Greg Walden start his Funko Pop collection. But he started in 2017, has grown or a total, listen to this, okay, Funko Pop Greg Walden has he's getting closer to the 100 mark, okay? This guy, 5,306 Funko Pop figurines. The stylized vinyl models depict licensed characters from comic books, movies, games. Paul started collecting Funko Pops after receiving Hawkeye and Spider-Man from Marvel's Captain America Civil War movie for his birthday. The gift inspired him to start researching the different types of Funko Pops on the market. From that point forward, he looked to collect all the comic book related figurines. When he realized there were several lines, including movies, television, animation, he started by purchasing those that interested him, which grew to collecting most of the lines and trying to complete sets. So there you go. How many is that? 5,306 Funko Pops. So Greg Walden, Funko Pop Greg Walden, you have your work cut out for you. And we got a few in the back over here. Let me just, I know this isn't great for audio, but let me just grab it real quick. We have over there, yes. And that's the danger of the Funko Pops, because you get one and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then you realize they have collections and you're like, I got to get all of them. So one of my favorites right here, if you're online, is the Ninja Turtle. Funko Pop. Love this one. That's Leonardo right there. And I have Leonardo, I have Raphael, I have Michelangelo, but I'm missing Donatello. So the Funko Pop rabbit hole is a very dangerous thing to dive down into, but Guinness Book of World Records, 5,300. I believe, should this addiction continue for one Funko Pop, Greg Walden, he might get there. And the scary thing is that his wife, Michelle, is now kind of hopping into the Funko Pop game as well. I want to get the turtle. I want to get the collection. And then I have a He-Man collection I want to get. And the other one that they had, which was very tempting, is the Dumb and Dumber. That's very cool. So anyway, Funko Pops. All right, moving on to the next story. This one has caught fire, straight fire, the story. Gorilla Glue Girl. Have you guys heard of this? Gorilla Girl, hairdo girl? All right. Well, here's this from TMZ. It says she's finally unstuck. See video of miracle surgery. Anyway, the lady's name is Tessica Brown, the woman whose hair has been gorilla glued for more than a month, finally has sweet relief. And we have video of the surgery. We have saved the day. This is on TMZ if you really want to watch the video. No, thank you. As we first reported, Tessa took up Bev Hills plastic surgeon Dr. Michael Obing on his offer to perform the $12,500 procedure for free, and it was pretty grueling. It lasted about 4 hours long. So here's the story I'm sure some of you have heard already. This girl, she needed to set her hair. Okay. So she was Black African-American woman, and that, different type, different style of hair. Okay. I'm a white dude from Nebraska. All right. Different styles of hair. Well, she went to use Gorilla Glue to set her hair. That is to put it in place. And she used Gorilla Glue. Of all things, she uses Gorilla Glue. It gets stuck in her hair. She tries to use everything. She goes on to I don't know if it's where that's at, but she sues Gorilla Glue for the glue that's in her hair. And so what has everyone been saying, including myself, is why? Why would you put Gorilla? It's not a hair product. Yes, I understand that we all have some experimentation from time to time, and not trying to judge anyone, but why would you use Gorilla Glue in your hair? She does this and it's a complete disaster. Why? Okay. The moral of the story is don't use Gorilla Glue in your hair. Okay. But then I started reading some other articles. Now we have people that are coming out and defending her, saying things like, you should not judge her. You shouldn't judge, a Black woman because of their hair and it's harder and all this kind of thing. Okay. The moral of the story is I'm not trying to judge Tessica, but I'm just saying, don't use Gorilla Glue in your hair, okay? Don't use it on your body. Don't use it on your skin. I mean, I've gotten on my fingers before, okay? So, guys, ladies, men, women, boys, girls, white, black, red, Latino, whoever you are, don't use Gorilla Glue on your body, okay? All right? And modern Christian dudes, this is the Modern Christian Dude Show. All of you modern Christian dudes do not use... we use duct tape, but we don't, anyway, isn't that crazy? What a crazy world that we live in. And it will be even more crazy if she actually wins the lawsuit and gets money from Gorilla Glue for using it in her hair. Guess what's going to happen now? Next time you buy a package of Gorilla Glue, you're going to see on the label, it's going to say, warning, please do not use this on your hair or as a hair care product, right? Okay. Anyway. Funko Pops, world record Funko Pops, Gorilla Glue on your hair. What's up next? Okay, next up, SpaceX, where I am the Tesla guy, I'm the Elon Musk guy. We all kind of like to watch what he's doing, and we've talked about the Starlink internet service. Let me read this for you from usatoday.com. It says Starlink, the satellite-based internet service from Elon Musk's SpaceX, is opening up to pre-orders. Come on, somebody say, hallelujah. All right, so it's going to be opening here very soon. Let me read this for you. Consumers interested in signing up can pre-order on Starlink's website. Orders are delivered on a first-come, first-served basis and limited to a select number of users per coverage area. The hardware required to use Starlink will cost $499. So that's one of the big things a lot of people mention is you got to get this hardware, this little kind of dish, if you will. It's $499, $500, while internet service costs $99 a month, which that's not bad, right? CNBC first reported on Starlink beginning to accept pre-orders. The hardware kit includes a Starlink Wi-Fi router, power supply cables, and mounting tripod. A clear view of the sky is required, which would work in my scenario. Should employees give workers, that's another article. So there you go. You can go to Starlink and get your pre-order now. I think this is going to be a game changer. I don't know that I will get it right now. I think I'll wait for a little bit. But my internet service where I'm at, because I'm kind of outside of town, technically in the country, but not like really in the country, I think it's going to be awesome. I think I can get Pastor Rachel. I might not get the Tesla. Can't convert Pastor Rachel to that, but maybe I'll be able to convert her to Starlink internet service. And I can at least have a connection with Tesla. Like I actually have some Tesla Elon Musk product. I finally have one. All right. So anyway, that's what Pastor Rachel should get me for Valentine's Day. She should get me a Tesla t-shirt. So at least have something Tesla. Come on, here we go. All right, guys, we're going to dive right into spiritual talk today. This is a little bit of a shorter episode because we are hunkered down and we're dealing with, it feels like we're in Antarctica today rather than, I made a video earlier today and I joked live from South Dakota because I lived in South Dakota at one point in my life. It feels like I'm in South Dakota, bro. And I don't want to be South Dakotans. Please understand. It's not that I don't like South Dakota. I just don't want to live there. I don't want to live there anymore. I don't want to live in cold temperatures. I don't mind the winter, a little light winter here and there, but too cold where we're at right now. All right, modern Christian dudes, let's get into some spiritual talk. This relates because we're coming off of Super Bowl weekend. I found this article. It says, love is patient, kind. Russell Wilson, NFL Man of the Year. So Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson has been named Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award he received. In his speech, Wilson repeated the phrase, love changes things, and alluded to 1 Corinthians chapter 13 says, love is patient, love is kind. Wilson said, directing those words to America and to the world. And he just said, the verse says, love always protects, always trusts, always hopes. And so we appreciate that. Wilson accepted the award February 6th. It was at the Super Bowl. And so he brings that up. But here's what I want to bring up. That is a great verse. You know, love is patient, love is kind, and we need love. We need more love in the world. And I think that is anthem or a phrase that has echoed throughout various portions of our society, right? That people have said, we need more love, 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 love. And I guess the only clarification I want to bring to that is the love of Jesus is what will make the difference in the world. You know, to take it one step further, we've tried to love each other, but we really don't have the ability to love each other like we should, because God, the Bible says that God is love. And so as modern Christian dudes, we need to think of that in the context of our lives. You know, we think, you know, if you're a modern Christian dude and you're married, well, you have to think, I love my wife. But the only way to effectively love your wife is to love her with the love of Christ, that Jesus loved. You know, if we were a modern Christian dude and you have kids, it's like, well, you know, I want to love my children, but the only way that I can effectively love my children is to love them with God's love. And right, this is all pointing back to a simple reality is if you don't know God, then you can't love correctly. And I was kind of, you know, trying to think of a real life story in that would maybe help express this. And one that I could think of was the guy back in the day that I knew. I think he's still alive, I think, to my knowledge, understanding. His name was Steve Williams, and he was living another lifestyle. He was a gay man, you know, and he was living that lifestyle. And so anyway, he got saved and became a believer, a follower of Christ, and he walked away and chose a different path and a different lifestyle from that lifestyle that he was living. And I remember he would share that testimony and that story, and was kind of not famous, but you know, that was a cool story that I'd hear a lot in the church I was serving at the time. And the one thing when I heard him express it or tell it to me is the one thing that he kept bringing up was the difference between, you know, his old friends and his new friends. Is he said, you know, even when I was living that lifestyle, the Christians or the people that love Jesus or said they're Christians, really showed me love, even in spite of who I was and lifestyles I was living, et cetera, et cetera. But he said, the moment I decided to follow Jesus, those people who said they loved me when I was living this lifestyle, when I chose a different lifestyle, just completely abandoned me. And, and he said, the difference, what was the difference? The difference was love, but the difference was godly love and Christ love. And the difference is that they loved me the same way consistently. And that was with the love of Christ. And so I think about that. I think about that because yes, I am a pastor at a church, but I have also positioned myself like Pastor Greg and I, we are in the public school system and working and serving there. And so we interact with various people that are not just church people or Christian people. And we have to share and express the love of Christ. And I hope people are, the goal is for people to see more than just like, hey, Jeremiah, he's a really nice guy. He's funny, he's nice, good guy to talk to. But hopefully what they are seeing from my life personally is the love of Jesus Christ, because love makes a difference. It does make a difference when we make the effort to love people, to serve people, to express the love of Jesus Christ. And so Modern Christian Dudes, I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to all of us that put ourselves under the name of Jesus Christ, that Russell Wilson's right. Love makes the difference, but not just any old love, not just worldly love, but the love of Jesus. And so I think that's a good prayer that we could pray as Modern Christian Dudes, is we can say, help me to love people with your love, Jesus, the way that you would love people, because then that is the best way to love people. If we're loving people like Jesus, just read all of Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and look how Jesus loved people, and he served people, and he healed people, and he fed people, and he didn't make a distinguishment of people of who you are, etc. Jesus loved people. So that's my prayer for us Modern Christian Dudes, is that love does make a difference. And I'm grateful because Russell Wilson, to my understanding, loves Jesus and is a follower of Jesus Christ, from what I can understand and things that I've read before. I don't know him personally, but for him to be acknowledged for this award, and in that capacity, he was able to testify that love makes the difference. And I'm doing what I'm doing because of the love of Jesus Christ. That's the point. The point is that hopefully our lives are lived in such a way that people look to us and we can say that we're doing this because of the love of Jesus. My works, my good things, the way I treat people, it's all flowing out of Jesus' love for me and how I want to in turn express it to other people. So there you go, guys. Come on, let love makes a difference. Love wins, but it's the love of Jesus, and it's the love of Jesus expressed through the Modern Christian Dudes, through followers of Jesus Christ, to other people. There you go, guys. Do you guys love Jesus today? I hope you do, Modern Christian Dudes, and I hope you will be salt and light in your area, in your community. I just bless you guys in Jesus' name today. Go buy a Funko Pop in honor of Greg Walden, just for fun. Just get a Funko Pop to make him feel better. And one day on this show, we're going to celebrate, ladies and gentlemen, the new Guinness record holder, world record holder for most Funko Pops in the entire world. We're going to say Trail Ninja Greg Walden. And then remember, guys, it's not a great idea to use Gorilla Glue in your hair. We'll see how the Starlink internet works out, but most importantly, follow Jesus, express his love. We'll talk to you, Modern Christian Dudes, next time.